Hey guys, it's me Asian Batman here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about what to do with your leopard gecko if you go on vacation. I'll be talking about many different scenarios, ranging from, short vacations like 1 or 2 days, to the possibility of you being away for a longer time. Alright, let's get started. So, the first scenario is if you're only leaving for a day or two, up to a maximum of 3 days, so like a long weekend vacation or something like that. If this is the case, then you don't need to do anything too special for your gecko. All you gotta do is make sure you feed him before you leave and give him water. And if you want to, you can clean out the cage as well. So basically, your gecko can actually go like up to a week, technically speaking, without really eating much. And since you're gonna be feeding him right before you leave, and presumably feeding him right after you come back, then you really don't need to do anything in those 2 or 3 days between. However, you do have to make sure that the water bowl is filled before you leave, because dehydration is more of a threat per se when you're not there to care for your gecko. Now, as for heating, if you're using like a heat mat, one that's perpetually on, like always on, and that never turns off, then you'll be fine, right? Because you can just leave it on. And if you're using one that has a timer, even better. You can just let the timer turn on and off, as it normally would. However, if you are using lamps, now, I would personally recommend turning them off, because your gecko does not need heat like every day. For 2 or 3 days without heat, it should be fine, unless you live somewhere where it's really cold. But if the room temperature in your house is around, 18, 20 degrees Celsius, then you should be fine anyways. I would not leave a light bulb on like for 3 days without turning it off, even if it's one of those night ones, like the blue ones, the red ones, that are not as bright, not as intense, simply because of the fact that you could overheat it by accident, and that would be bad. Alright, now what if you're leaving for longer? Like, let's say about a week. Now, if you're going to be gone for a week, now theoretically, you could, leave a big bowl of mealworms in there, and, fill up the water bowl really, like, all the way, and hope for the best. But I wouldn't recommend leaving your gecko alone without any care for a week. What I would do in this situation, personally, is I would find someone you trust, like a friend or a family member, and get them to care for your gecko. Since I'm actually going on vacation in a few days, I'm getting my mom to take care of my gecko for me because she is staying behind. If you're leaving for over a week, then I would not suggest leaving your gecko by himself or herself alone without any care. And if you're leaving for over a week, I would definitely find someone you trust, like, again, a family member or a friend, and make sure it's someone who is very responsible. Because, times over a week, maybe up to a month, that's a very long time actually if you think about it, to care for your gecko. And, anything over 2 weeks, you'll probably have to do some of the more complicated tasks, like cleaning out the terrarium and also, going out and buying food for your leopard gecko. And so you need to make sure it's someone that knows what they're doing. Now, make sure you provide them with something like this checklist, so then you can make sure that they're taking care of your gecko properly, or you can refer them to my videos, which is a great way for me to get more views and subs, which is awesome. Now, if you're feeling more courteous, you can actually just clean up the tank before you leave, so they have less work to do. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, or if you found it useful, hopefully subscribe and leave a like down below. Really appreciate the support. And if you have any feedback, comments, suggestions, whatever, well, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. As always, your feedback is really welcome and appreciated. Well, that's it for today. Bye!